everyone, and welcome to our webinar for Project Hu-Volution. Before starting the presentation, I would like to introduce myself briefly. My name is Taher, and I've been working as a project manager and researcher at Karlsruhe Institute of Technology, Department Building Lifecycle Management. And in our department, we have several European projects, and we coordinated them. One of them is Hu-Volution. In this project, we are 4 partners from different countries. First, KIT from Germany is as a coordinator. The second is CETEM from Spain, Cyprus from Italy, and TUSVO from Slovakia. So for today, we have this agenda. After this introduction, I will give the table to Cyprus to present European Bauhaus and project's wider context. It is also an overview of the project's main objective and whole packages. Then after, I will again present for you about project's training path and curriculum. And the next one is for TUSVO, about micro-credential and practical exercises. And then after, and the last part is by CETEM to present project's virtual environment and e-learning platform. And before closing our event, we have an open discussion to hear your suggestion, or even you have any questions. We are happy to answer them, and also collecting your feedback to close the event. Now I will give the table to Cyprus to present the European Bauhaus and project wider context.
Thank you, Tere, for the floor. We are just waiting for some more participants. So I don't know, maybe we can use this time to introduce ourselves. I'm Vittorio Riponi from Cyprus. I'm the project manager for this project. We are an NGO based in Palermo. We work with education and innovation. Our mission is to empower individuals and community through the use of these 2 powerful tools. We work both at international level and also in the local neighborhood and with local projects. Anyway, I don't know if my colleagues and my partners want to say some words about the organization, some more words. Otherwise, I will immediately introduce you. 1 second that I will share the screen. Just 1 second. Okay. So you now see my presentation. I will talk to you about the new European Bauhaus, and I will give you a little overview of the project and try to explain how this program is connected to our project. So basically, a new European Bauhaus, also called NEB, was born in September 2020 from strong initiative of Ursula von der Leyen, which aims to create new cultural project and movement for Europe, which try to address a new concept, a renovation of the human habitat, and is so addressed mainly to the habitat professionals, so designer, architects, and engineering. You will recognize here in the bottom the logo. 1 second that I need to admit people to the event. Here I am again. I'm sorry for this interruption. So these are some of the main steps that European Bauhaus took in its development. So from the announcement of Ursula von der Leyen, it took almost 1 year for the adoption statement in September 2021. And They follow a lot of interesting initiative from the NEB Festival, which is now arrived to the 3rd edition. We will see later. But also the creation and the identification of flagships projects in Europe, which are particularly significant projects, which are example for others to follow. Also, in January of the past year, we had the first main report, which summarized the first 2 years of actions. And the most recent news of this summer are the launch of consultation for the new European Bauhaus facility for the biennial 2025-2027, and the new, just a couple of months ago, the new investment guidelines. But okay. So the basic idea of the new European Bauhaus is to create a movement, a new conception, a creative interdisciplinary initiative that try to connect the ideas, the concepts of the Green Deal with our new way to create our habitat and also to live it. It is based on 3 main pillars, which are beauty, sustainability, and inclusivity, as the aim is try to grasp this concept inside our new habitat idea. So they have to be inspired by art, culture, and they have to be beauty, of course, but also in harmony with the external environment and with our planet, without forgetting the inclusion of in its wider conception. So if you want to see what were the last New Bauhaus festival prizes, you can scan the QR code. As I was saying, this spring there was the 3rd edition, but I just leave you some seconds to scan it if you want. But we will now pass to the reason why we are here, really, which is our project, Hu-Volution, which stands for Human-centric revolution of the habitat, learning to design for the new Bauhaus and Society 5.0. So, just to give you some formal infos, it's part of the Erasmus Plus program. It's a KA 220. Sorry, more people are coming. Okay. And it's a project from 2020-22. It's a cooperation partnership for higher education, and it will end in the next 15 days. So we are at the real end of the project, and we are here to present you the main results. What we have done, and how we got here. So I was saying this project, how is connected to the European Bauhaus and that concept. Is a cooperation partnership which aims to enhance the process of improvement of the higher education according to that values that are embedded in European Bauhaus, and is addressed to habitat professional and habitat designers, trying to better prepare them for their professional future and to design the human habitat of the future, which we want to be more beautiful, sustainable, and inclusive. Again, these 3 pillars are central in our project. So this, if that was the general objective, we have more specific objectives. So first of all, for sure, to sensitize the European society and the education system to these new needs of adaptation, of need expressed by our whole society. For this reason, the need to define new skills and competences aligned with these principles and to implement them, so to launching new resources adapted and oriented to these goals in the higher education system. Then to support not just to create a new training resource, but enhance European higher education system to adapt to these current needs and to adapt their offer. And also this is aimed finally to also try to connect not just the higher education system, but also trying to bring to the economy sphere and try to create synergy. So I will not go deep in this part because I will leave the floor later to my colleague and partners. But basically, the main points of the project are the joint curriculum and the competence map, which drive us to the development of the training resource and their availability on our virtual space and the e-course. But again, I will not stop on this, but these are also the main results, which are of course reflected what I've just said. So, for example, the competence map and the joint curriculum, as well as all our evolution training resource, which will soon be presented. And finally, the guide for the implementation of all these results and resources for the professionals of higher education which would like to later implement it. Again, this is a formal division of work which the project follows that again reflect this structure, so I will not repeat myself again, but therefore work package excluded the first of the management. So I hope I have not forgotten anything, and I will leave the floor to Tara, which will go more in deep in the training path. So thank you for your attention, and Tara, the floor is yours. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you, Vittorio. So, okay. Yeah, I think you can see my screen. Yeah. I will continue with to know how we produce or develop the learning outcomes for this project. As also Vittorio told in his presentation, this project aims to help higher education institutions equip designers with the skills needed to create more sustainable, aesthetic, and inclusive spaces in line with the new European Bauhaus. And to achieve this goal, the project defined essential learning outcomes and developed a joint curriculum. And on the other hand, according to the recommendation on the European qualifications framework that we chose the number 5, learning outcomes are statements of what a learner knows, understands, and is able to do on completion of a learning process, which are defined as knowledge, skills, and competences that are really important in European. So, to reach these learning outcomes, we pass this process. First step, we recognize the necessary skills and competences with 2 surveys. That one was for some experts to help us to know what is the skill gap and everything related to habitat design, also in European Bauhaus, and also sustainability aspects. And one was for desk research that we did in different consenting countries. And after that, we analyzed the result or feedback of these surveys, and we compared them with 2 main databases, ESCO and DICCOMP, which also really important to know about. For example, for ESCO, European skills, competences, qualification, and occupants, and also digital competences. That is 2 main databases that help us to know what is adopted and what we have to do to define for defining these learning outcomes. And then after we define these learning outcomes, that I put as a sample, it's not a whole part of our learning outcomes process. And I mean, in this table shows doesn't show the whole things that we did, but I put just here as a sample to show you what we recognized, for example, from the European Bauhaus Compass, and then what we found in digital or DigComp database and ESCO database, and what we adapted for Hu-Volution. And that help us to know better that what we need for these modules and what we need for the units. So for the next step, or is the important step in this project was Hu-Volution training path and curriculum, to know how we can use this module and what we have to do to create this path. And to know this path, we also passed this main process, included different steps. And the first step, we compared the traditional and contemporary teaching methods to final recent approaches and methods for higher education. And then after, we recognize the key goals of modern higher education, knowledge, skills, and competences. And in the last step, we understood that learning outcomes can follow the modularization to drive a curriculum into small, discrete modules or units that are independent, non-sequential, and also typically short in duration to have more effective education process. And then this 3 is the final steps that we passed or implemented by choosing EQF level 5 European qualification framework. And then because it reflects better the knowledge, skills, and competences which are to be acquired by the future habitat design address European Bauhaus principles. And also we consider ECTS points that my colleague also present for you in the next step, to know what we did exactly in this case. But I just chose this part to show you that according to these main points regarding study hours, self-study hours, contact hours, practical exercises that we need in this project, and also self-assessment, we define these modules or revise these modules and units in duration, relevance, and weight, and also ECTS points. And this is the really short and fast presenting of the training path and curriculum that we did in this project. Okay, now I will give the table to Tusvo to show you what is exactly inside the micro-credential and also practical exercises. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your words. I will start, I say every time the ladies first, but my part will be as first important for recognize what we done. First of all, my name is René Baďura. I'm coming from Technical University in Zvolen, located in between hills in a valley in central Slovakia. Yeah, you will see right now the basic information, which is, oh my God, yes, I have a trouble with sharing. Sorry, wait a moment. Yes, I should to open secrets. Oh my God, wait a moment. Okay, little technical problem. No. Sorry.
Maybe I can go first, René. You will solve the technical issues and I will go first. So I will introduce myself. I am Zuzana. I am René's colleague. We both are from Technical University in Zvolen, from the Department of Furniture and Interior Design. We are dealing, in fact, subconsciously, also without New European Bauhaus, we realized that we did a lot of research which has big overalls with general goals of New European Bauhaus, and it was a pleasure for us to be a part of this beautiful project. Now let me share my screen. I hope I will not have the same technical issues as René had. Now you should see my screen. Is it okay? Do you see my screen? Good. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so hello again, and thank you for this opportunity to speak, and allow me to continue with a brief introduction of the practical exercises that you have the opportunity to practice and utilize within our platform. To widen your knowledge related to new European Bauhaus, we have created so-called 7 virtual tours of galleries and projects for you, allowing you to see how specifically new European Bauhaus principles are applied in a practice among students and among professional designers of products, furniture, interior, or interior architecture. And thanks to virtual visits, you will in fact expand and confirm the skills you have acquired during these learning lessons. The virtual visits relate, for example, to projects in the field of furniture design, product and interiors, as I mentioned, on really various specific topics, which are really very different in each module. As you can see summarized in titles like title of exhibition Taste the Waste, or Made in Paper, Biowood Design, or Footprint, and so on, the nature of the projects is evident from the name, for which the terms beautiful, sustainable, and together really were the key. So based on the exhibition tours, you can reflect on some thought-provoking questions. For example, how do the solutions in these projects contribute to broader social goals or sustainability, justice, or well-being? Or you can reflect which projects and how do they integrate green materials, energy efficient system, or green practices. So there is really a wide spectrum of reflections which can really provide you some like a self-experience with the application of new European Bauhaus principles in a practice. Due to the limited time we have now available, I will only introduce 3 selected virtual tours, really very briefly, just to let you know how you can approach these virtual tours. So as you can see on the screen, you can approach them via QR code and also link to the web page. For instance, here we see the project Biowood Design, when the mission of the project was to be inspired by nature. How does nature achieve some particular function which we can somehow emulate to our challenges in our current design problems. So let me move you into the Biowood Design webpage. I hope everything works. For the first, you have to somehow introduce yourself to the topic of the project. I will scroll down just as a proof of our mission. You can see also Hu-Volution logo on this webpage. It means that yes, we are aware that we are part of Hu-Volution project. And what is most important for us to see is this question: how does nature, for instance, diffuse light? Or how does nature create some perfectly strong structures, and so on and so on? And through this question, you can discover the Gallery 2024 and particular project. Each project in this gallery starts with a short introduction video. Because of, I think, possible issues with Wi-Fi, I will not move the video, but it's then up on you if you are interested in bio-inspiration and biophilic design. You can scroll down and you will discover, for instance, how does nature resist tension, pressure, and protect fragile structures? You will discover roots and how we can mimic some special structures in the roots to reinforce, for example, the architectural, some elements in a very bionic and sustainable way. And you will rediscover also our application. And this is how you can somehow enjoy these virtual tours and how you can discover how some particular projects, research and art projects from the practice are applying new European Bauhaus principles. I will move back to my presentation, but I don't know now how. Okay, I am back. And for instance, second project is the project Taste the Waste. From the title itself, it follows that this project was dealing with the waste, but not only with the term of a material waste, which we are overwhelmed with now, but also the waste in a metaphorical term. So again, automatically, via QR code or link, you will be moved to a web page where you can discover how different students and professional designers approach this topic and what you can reflect related to your current knowledge gained from our platform, what you can reflect and how you can wider your perspective. And last one, it's a project made in paper. We know paper is everywhere, paper in different forms, paper as a structural or constructional material, paper as some specific expressive element. How can designers or architects approach paper as a very renewable material? So here is it. This is another virtual gallery or virtual exhibition, which you can be a participant of this exhibition. You can learn about the project and discover many different approaches how designers were able to deal with this beautiful and very specific and sustainable low-cost material. So these were virtual tours. And last but not least, the exercises also include quizzes. If you were interested in our platform, maybe you click somewhere, something, and after some training module, you will discover that there is something like a quiz that follows each unit. And based on these simple questions, you can evaluate how successfully you have mastered the specific knowledge from the modules. For us, the quizzes then serve as a basis for issuing a certificate, which will René introduce you after myself. And don't worry if you are not successful on the first time, because they can be taken repeatedly. So it is really very human-friendly kind of evaluation. So this was very, again, short introduction about the practical exercises which you can discover on our learning platform. And now I will stop my sharing, and I hope that René dealt with his technical issues. So René, stage is yours.
Okay, I hope, do you see my presentation right now? Is it visible for you? Perfect. I will not risk full screen, just to follow these. Okay, about the certificates and the micro-credentials system, what we made, first of all, hello, that was my speech about Slovakia and my colleagues. We spoke about a certificate which is based on real laws and rules, what to do, why we done this, and what is the reason for such receiving a data for practical designers, architects, and for the students too. So we try to work in this field. So there are some limits for us. It is based and open as a non-accredited system in education, but it is very neat for our practice. Okay. How about the certificates? What is important? You saw that we have 7 modules. There are some units inside. But very important point is, and it will be on a 2 slides, you should receive over than 50% of points. We try to follow the idea that there is some relationship between a number of units and how long you need to read, what you need to follow, and from this point you will see, or you see right now, the amount of points which are you able to receive. Very important is to know that we decide after all these rules, you should to receive more than 50% of requested points. So if you see, for example, number 14, if you should to receive not 7, but 8, more than 50%. That is very important for you to understand how it works. These points are really related to effort which you will need to receive data on this way. On the end, you will receive a certificate, which is again based on our project, where we are proud as a member. On the end, you will receive the certificate, where another guide where it is written, okay, what kind of modules are you able to follow. So that is very briefly from my side. Thank you for your attention. I'm crossing fingers to you to receive certificates without any trouble and without any problem. So that is my end of presentation right now. Thanks.
Thank you, René.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Now I think the turn of Setam to provide us with the visual environment of the project. Yes. Thank you. Please.
Okay. So first of all, thank you all for joining our webinar today. My name is Pablo Bautista from CETEM, the Technological Center of Furniture and Wood of the Región de Murcia. We are based in Yecla, and we put together more than 100 companies from the habitat sector. Our main purpose is to give technological services to all of these companies to improve their competitiveness in the sector. Between this interesting project, we have developed the learning platform. So let me show you in a practical way how it works. Okay. Can you see my screen? Perfect. So this is the Hu-Volution website. I believe this is the easiest way to access the platform, the e-learning platform. By clicking here, you will redirect directly to the platform. As you can see here, you can create a new account. And this is very important because, as Susanna and René explained, to get access to the certificate, you must pass all the activities and the theoretical part of the platform. But there is important to put all your details here so you don't have any problem later with the details on the certificate. They are mandatory. After completing that, you don't need to do an extra registration. You will directly go into the platform. This one here is the home page. We focus in the practical exercises in the whole platform. To have an easy access to the training, I will recommend you to use the user guide. In here, you can find all the details regarding the platform, the training modules, training methodology, and one of the most important things, how to download the certificate that I will explain you in the website. So, as you can see here, we want to prepare the platform to be able to the people to have access in the different languages of the consortium: Slovak, Italian, German, Spanish, and of course English. That way you can go easily through the training and get access to the certificate. We have to note that the only thing that is translated in the different languages are the theoretical part of the training. The assessment is you have to do it in English, but with using these language PDFs that are already prepared during the training, you won't have any problem to pass the exercises. So here in the training part, you have all the modules we have developed, as my colleagues explained. So this is a brand new account, so you will see how it works from the source. This is the first module, like the introduction of the European Bauhaus and Society 5.0. There is a small summary of the module in each module itself. And then if you, well, sorry, just hold on a second. And I will show you how it works. That's fine. So if we enroll the training, you will see here the path of the training. You have to note that all of them are mandatory. To get the certificate, you have to pass all of them. Some of them are theoretical, and then the other ones are the activities, the assessment itself. So if you start the training, you'll see the first theoretical part of it. It's easier if you go like this to see full screen. This one is the English version, but as I said, in the homepage of each module, you have access to the different languages of this theoretical part. By clicking to them, you will download the PDF so you can save in your computer. Then, once you have passed the theoretical part, you will directly redirect to the activities. There are multiple choice activities, true or false activities, simple question, just to be clear and to certificate you understood all the theoretical part. You have to get more than 50% of the total assessment progress. So as an example, once you complete all the activities, you will see a resume of your activities. And then I will show you. As you can see, you have to complete all the questions, but I believe there is, it's giving an error. Anyway, once you complete the activities, you will see here if you have passed or not. If you don't pass the activity, you have to retry. You can do it as many times as you want, as our purpose is to know if you already know about the theoretical part. Then when you complete all of them, passing them, you can go to the See Progress section where you will be able to get the certificate. This one here, as you can see, is the course book. The theoretical part is passed. Then if you pass the activities, you will see the same for them. And here in the top part, you will have access to the certificate. I will show you in the user guide so you can see how it looks like. You will see something like this. Download the certificate. And then you will have access to the certificate that Rene already showed. The details about your name, date of birth, and nationality are very important, as if you can see here, they will be shown in the certificate, and to get the recognition in your country is mandatory. And then there is the resume of the modules and activities here in the bottom part. And I believe that's it for the platform.
Thank you, Pablo. Okay, now we are near to close our webinar, but before I want to ask you, this is a part of open discussion. If you, if anybody have a question or any suggestion, we will happy to hear. Yeah. Do you have any question?
I think meanwhile we can show the QR code for the evaluation.
Yes.
We are waiting for them.
Yeah. This is the QR code for our evaluation. Also, your feedback about this webinar, and we appreciate it if you do it before leaving the meeting. And yes, it's really helpful for us to improve our work in this project and to develop the creative idea. Yeah. I'm waiting for the people also may have a question.
Maybe question will come up when you register, and we are here to answer the questions. There is definitely a contact email for us, and we will be very happy to respond to any issues you will have. If something happens, something doesn't work, we will be happy to help you and to answer all what you need to be answered.
Yeah. And again, I would like to thank all to join this webinar, and I hope all enjoy this amazing project. And also, I would like to say thank to my wonderful colleagues in this project for their attention, everything. Yeah.
There seems to me there may be a problem with the evaluation form, because there is just the possibility to select that participants are from Spain or other nation. I will try to fix it. Meanwhile. Anyway, I will send again as a follow-up the evaluation form to the email of the participants. So if you can do it now, you can do it later.
It seems that nobody has questions.
So I think we can also end the event. I will send the questionnaire later to everybody.
Yeah. Then again, thank you for joining us, and we invite you all to visit our website, our platform, and also enjoy the training materials there. And everything can be able to upload. Even we close the project by the end of October. And yeah, that's it. Do you have any other? Nobody have any comments?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you in the chat.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you, Tara. Thank you, everybody, for your time and your participation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Susanna, Rene, and Pablo.
So,
thank you all.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you. I will stop it. I will stop recording.